Ooh. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to move it. Hi, I'm Jamie Black, your Bathtub Philosopher. Today's Bathtub Philosopher is being brought to you by Little Caesars Loaded Crazy Bread Bites. They're crazy and they're good. On this Bathtub Philosopher, I'd like to shed some light on, I think is what could be called a misconception about the Republican Party. You know, everybody keeps saying that, the Republican Party is going to self-destruct and everything like that. No, I don't think they are. Because the Republican Party is actually a very brilliant party. Now, I know what you're saying. Actually, you're probably just thinking it. But then you might say it out loud. Bathtub Philosopher, are you crazy? I can assure you I am not crazy. The Republican Party is brilliant, and here's why. The Republicans have been able to get their constituents to vote against what should be their own interests. Now, there are some that are definitely their own interests, but there are others that it should be their interest, but the Republicans have convinced them somehow that it is not, and so then they vote against these interests. I'm just going to talk about a few, because I don't have all night, and neither do you. The first one is gun control. Now, as you all know, Republicans are in love with their guns. And it's weird to me, because most Republicans are Christian. Now, I say this because they never miss an opportunity to throw Christianity in our faces. I'm going to assume that they actually are Christians, the majority of them. Now, from what I know of the teachings of Jesus Christ, Jesus does not like killing. And there is an awful lot of killing going on with guns in this country. So it would just stand to reason to me that if Jesus doesn't like guns, you probably shouldn't like guns. Because it just seems that, you might want to, limit the amount of guns that are out there. That you might want to limit access to these guns to people that are responsible. It just seems that you might want to, just try to control what types of guns are out there as well. We're not saying get rid of your guns. I can't believe I have to actually say this again, but we're not saying get rid of your guns, but just limit access, limit the types of guns, that are out there. And it seems that since these are things that people use to kill other people, that you should be against that because Jesus would be against that. Doesn't that make sense? I don't know. Call me crazy. The next thing that I find interesting is the fact that Republicans want to defund Planned Parenthood. Now, Republicans have made it very clear they really don't like people of color. They don't like people of color living off the government. So, Planned Parenthood provides low-cost women's health care and contraceptives to prevent unwanted pregnancies, which then would prevent more people living off the government, which should then make Republicans happy. So I'm not understanding. I mean, this is the one organization that is trying to limit the amount of unwanted pregnancies, not by abortion. Now, I want you to understand something. Planned Parenthood actually does everything they can to not have to do abortions. That's why the contraceptives. They freely give out the contraceptives and try to educate people on their reproductive health. so that they don't have unwanted pregnancies, so that they don't have to do abortions. Contrary to popular belief, Planned Parenthood is trying to limit the amount of abortions that have to be done by limiting the amount of unwanted pregnancies. This should make Republicans happy. You don't want a bunch of little Tyrones and Miguels running around, do you? Living off the government. You want to limit that. And Planned Parenthood is trying to keep the little Tyrones and Miguels from being born. From even being conceived. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand why they vote against Planned Parenthood. The last thing I want to talk about is global warming. Now look, there is so much evidence about global warming. I mean, all you gotta do is turn on the damn television and watch the news, watch the weather report. You can see there's evidence of global warming. But here's the thing. Let's say that there isn't any global warming. Let's say we're wrong about global warming. Didn't God give us this earth? Shouldn't we want to take care of a gift that God gave us? So even if we were wrong about global warming, wouldn't you want to err on the side of caution and maybe look into it? Maybe check some facts, maybe talk to some scientists and see if maybe there might be something to this global warming thing, and then do everything you possibly can to make sure we preserve and protect the earth that God gave us? I mean, am I making sense here? Am I talking crazy? Or am I talking some sense here? All I'm saying is, you thought Obama was the Antichrist. Trump is the true Antichrist. I can guarantee you Jesus would not be voting for him. I'm Jamie Black, your Bathtub Philosopher. Sure wouldn't be voting for him. Jesus knows better than that. I'm gonna put myself on the ballot. I'm the only one talking some sense. People are crazy.